when do we use simple present?
Simple, simple.
Right? Sometimes we're confused. When do we use simple present? Always remember, when we want to talk about something which is permanent, something that we do every time or every day, so that is usually what? Simple present. So one perfect example of this is any verb that uses senses, which means now. So verb of sense, yes, that's it. Verbs of perception, be very mindful of your verbs of perception. Verbs of emotion, okay? So for example, what are verbs of emotion? I love you. I love, miss. So you say, I love you. We don't say, I loved you. Because if you don't mean that anymore, then you don't say, I love you to the person, right?
I don't love you anymore.
What's the meaning of saying, I loved you when it's in the past? Or, yes, it's past form of the verb. So that means to say that you don't mean it anymore.
He loved you before.
So again, the first is verb of sense or verb of senses. So for example, oh, this coffee tastes really bitter. So don't say, this coffee tasted really bitter, because all the time, coffee tastes really bitter. So that's it. Another, perception. I believe, think. So when you are going to give your opinion, you don't say, I believed, which is with past form of the verb. No. I believe you. So that means up to now. So again, never forget, verbs of senses, be very mindful. Verbs of perception, verbs of emotion. Okay? And another, verbs of description. So whenever you want to describe something, you are going to refrain from using past form of the verb D, which is, of course, when you say, oh, you resemble your dad. You don't say, you resembled. Right? Why? Did you change it? Did your face distorted just like that? So again, verbs of senses, verbs of perception, verbs of emotion,